And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Reinhardt. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chiefs 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down. Lawrence on the sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. This ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown. Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their sub-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Packers defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Open net is Waddle, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Off the play fake, Reinhardt. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll keep it on the ground. York. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Well, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, Lions!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, go! Oh, here we go.
Now Lawrence. They set up the screen for Henry. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down. A gain of 12.
Let's go.
First down, Kansas City.
Up the middle they go. York. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 35.
Lawrence will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes that it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, tomato.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
He is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Reinhardt. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake. Reinhardt. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Yates. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. From a yard out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Reinhardt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And still fighting. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Off-play action. Reinhardt looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. York. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Keon White. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Decent 24. Hey, tomatoes. Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. York. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey,
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Reinhardt. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That one out wide and intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Hey, Ron!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
3-yard pickup.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Operating from the gun, Reinhardt. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off play action, Reinhardt. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Reinhardt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reinhardt over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's go.
2nd down and inches. And give them another 6. It's called for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 42, Chiefs 6. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll keep it on the ground. York. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Red on red. Soka, hot.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Here's Carter now on the return. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.